What's up, guys? Prime Nukes here, bringing you a review of Batman Arkham Origins. Now, I know I already gave a review of this game in my last video, but that was a short little review, just saying my opinions, but I'll be going more in depth in this video. Now, I have things written down, so I'll be looking down, but I'll try to keep my focus on the camera. And I'd like to please note that this video will contain spoilers, so if you don't want to get spoiled, then don't watch the rest of the video, because I don't want to ruin anything for you guys if you haven't played it, or if you want to play it. But anyway, the game starts off with you entering the Batcave, which it's interesting because no other game has ever done the Batcave in a game other than Arkham Asylum, which Arkham Asylum wasn't the traditional cave underneath Wayne Manor like this one is. Or there was a challenge map, I do believe, in Batman Arkham City that it was just a Predator mission, but like I said, it's nothing like this one. It's a lot cooler, a lot like the Batcave that you'd imagine. The computers, waterfalls, all kinds of stuff in it. And it also has like the elevator that's referencing Batman Arkham, or Batman Begins, which I thought that was pretty cool. But onto the game itself, Batman Arkham Origins is set on Christmas Eve, which I'm sure most of you guys know that from watching some type of trailer for the game, or something else from some kind of review, some type of either review or some article that you saw over the time before the game was released. Also, the Black Mask has put a bounty on Batman's head for $50 million, and he has hired 8 of the world's best assassins to go and kill him, which $50 million, I mean, it's a lot of money. I'd like to get that. I mean, killing Batman might be a little hard, but I'd still try my hardest. And, of course, Batman, being himself, he goes on with the challenge. He tries to defeat all of them, which it's an origin story, so of course he does. He doesn't die. Spoiler. And the 8 assassins that were hired by Black Mask were Killer Croc, Shiva, Bane, Deadshot, Deathstroke, Electrocutioner, Copperhead, and Firefly. Unfortunately, you only get to fight 6 of the 8, which were Killer Croc, Bane, Deathstroke, Electrocutioner, Copperhead, and Firefly. Killer Croc was right at the beginning of the game. You fought him at the very beginning, and he gets put back into his cell at Blackgate Prison. Bane, you fight when you first, after you realize Black Mask's true identity, which is the Joker, and you don't even defeat Bane because he's such a huge feat that you have to get past. He gets away with his mercenaries and goes back to where he is hiding out. You also get to fight Deathstroke, which he's an early boss fight too, which I really liked his boss fight because of all of the interactions you had to do, a lot of countering, and it was more like a fight. It wasn't just like, going back to Arkham Asylum, it wasn't like a fight like Killer Croc. Killer Croc, you had to run around the pallets and make sure that Killer Croc didn't hear you or anything like that, so you can get the antidote for the venom. And that's not like Deathstroke's, because Deathstroke's, like I said, it's interactive, more fighting involved than anything else. You also get to fight Electrocutioner, which Electrocutioner, to be honest, I don't even know who he was, but just a quick little saying who he is. He has some type of body armor that allows him to shock, electrocute like anything around him that he touches without getting himself hurt. And Batman notices this. He gets a shock, but it doesn't take any energy off of him. So he just goes up to him, punches him in the face. He's knocked out. And that's really the only time that you get to fight him. Other than that, I mean, Joker kills Electrocutioner, actually, and that takes out one of your targets that you have to take out in the game, which I didn't really mind, because I didn't really like the guy, like Electrocutioner anyway. Another assassin was Copperhead, which she is... I don't really know what I can say about her. She's like Catwoman in the aspect of her being able to crawl around areas without being noticed. She's able to crawl on walls. When you first see her, she poisons you, and you have to take her down. You have to get an antidote from Alfred, but you do manage to take her out without dying from this venom. But I mean, that's, like I said, origin story. You can't really do anything whenever it's origin story or after two other games have come out. And the last villain you get to fight is Firefly, which Firefly was an interesting fight. Wasn't my favorite fight, but I did like it. It was a lot like the Poison Ivy villain mission boss fight that you had in Arkham Asylum, which Arkham Asylum was a very good game. It was a lot of Firefly using a flamethrower, going at you, flying across, and you had to dive across to get away from it. And throwing grenades, you have to get away from it. And you using a glue grenade. This is a new weapon that you make in the Batcave. You have to throw a glue grenade in it. I'm not going to go into depth into it, but that's the basis of that. But the other assassins that were not put into boss fights, you can play against in the side missions, which, I mean, it's alright, but it's not like a boss fight, so it's not the big battle, not as big as all these other ones. Like, even Bane, you fought him 3 times. The first time he got away. Second time you killed him, but Batman is able to resuscitate him with these new shock gloves that he took off of Electrocutioner after he died. So he was able to bring him back. But Bane, and there's a reason why he had to kill him and then bring him back. But Bane winds up taking a T1 formula, which is, to what I believe, the Titan formula that makes him so huge. And he pretty much goes crazy. You're down in these cells, and you have to take him down. And finally you do. And he's... At the time, he knows that Batman is Bruce Wayne. But because of this T1 formula, it makes you lose your memory. So there's no recollection of Batman being Bruce Wayne in his mind. And that's pretty much my little synopsis type summary of the game. But the review, I'll go and say that I'll begin with what my total on this game was. I think it had to have gotten an 8.5 out of 10 because of story mode and great origin stories. And I'll put down the basics to why. And it's because the origin of each character was just so perfect. It was put in, like, every character was perfectly put into an origin and perfectly shown how everyone met, everyone just was put together. The Batman between every assassin, the Joker between Harley and Batman, which the one between Harley and Joker was very interesting. You actually got to play as Joker during this. And the one between Batman and Joker, it shows that Joker is already insane, of course, but after Batman saves him from a near-death experience, almost falling off the hotel that he is set at, he saves his life, and Joker, he doesn't know why, and he starts going insane off of that, just not realizing that Batman isn't going to let him die. He doesn't do that. He's not that kind of guy, which police wind up taking him and putting him in Blackgate. So you don't see Joker back in the storyline for a while, which at that point I thought that it was done with him and it was gonna go on from that, but I realized that the Joker, after him showing that he was actually Black Mask during this game, I realized that, well, the bounty's over. It doesn't matter that who kills the Batman, because they're not going to get the 50 million bonus. And to be honest, Joker probably wouldn't pay them anyway, because he's the Joker. He wouldn't do that. But to go back on to the review, like I said, the origin story was great. The storyline was great. I loved the new gadgets that you got. The shock fist that you got from Electrocutioner, which at any time, whenever they're charged, you can press the 2 sticks down, and then you can fight with those. And it's a lot easier to fight people and knock them out easier with that. The glue grenade, which you, like I said, make from, I'm not really sure what it's made from, but other than glue, but you make that at your workshop at the Batcave, and that comes in handy during the story mode, and it's used a lot like the ice grenades in Arkham City. And the last weapon you get after defeating Deathstroke, it's his grapnel type thing. You can shoot over at, say there's a thug over there and another thug right here. You can shoot one thug, then shoot it at another thug, and they'll both run into each other, and they won't get knocked out, but they will stay down on the ground longer than usual, so you're able to go down and take them both out. The fighting style is, again, the same as in the other games. Well, not much as Arkham Asylum, but a lot like the Arkham City, which I'm glad that Warner Brothers kept it from Rocksteady, and I like the fighting style in all the other games, and I like this one a lot too. But there were problems with the fighting for me, at least. I'm not sure, it might be my Xbox that's the problem, but I had problems whenever a thug would attack me, and I'd press the Y button to react to it, and sometimes it wouldn't block or anything like that, which I realized, well, maybe it's just a little glitch. Maybe I didn't press it fast enough. But then whenever I was in fighting, I was beating the crap out of one of the thugs, and another thug came over to me to attack me. I pressed the Y button and it still didn't work. So, might be a patch that could be coming out for the game. Maybe it's happening for a lot of people. I don't know. I haven't heard that it's a big problem, but that's what I've heard. And that's about it for the fighting that I like and dislike. But to go on, the multiplayer, I've yet to play, but I do believe that it was a waste of time to make that, because I don't see why a multiplayer would be put into a game like Batman. And I said this for Assassin's Creed, but Assassin's Creed had a great multiplayer, so maybe this does too. But the multiplayer, I guess it consists of gangs. You could play as either Bane's gang, Joker's gang, or I think Black Mask's game. I could be mistaken, and I could be corrected, but I'm not sure. But that's pretty much what multiplayer is. Like I said, I don't think that it was necessary to put in the game, but maybe it is good, maybe it's not. I'm still leery about even starting it, but it could have been a reason why a lot of people bought the game, because a lot of people buy the game because of multiplayer other than the campaign, which I buy games for campaign. I really don't worry about the multiplayer until all of the story mode is completed, which that's what I did with Batman. I'm still not done with it, and I probably won't play multiplayer unless someone gets the game so they can play with me, and I'll be playing the campaign until that's finished. And that's about it for the review, other than maybe one thing. No, that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. I liked the origin stories. Did not like how short the game was. I did like the fighting style. Did not like how there were many glitches in it. There were a lot of glitches in the game, but I'm sure that they could easily be fixed with a couple patches, and I'm sure that that'll be done soon this week, because it's only 1 week of release, not even yet, because last Friday, October 25th, and right now it's Wednesday, so I'm sure that it'll be fixed sometime within this week or next week. But it's, my opinion, it was a great game. Some people may think different, some people may think the other way, but whatever your opinions are, it's your opinion, so just go with your opinion. You can watch my video, my review, it's different from everyone else's thoughts, so just, that's pretty much that. And I really hope you guys play this game, because it's a really fun game. It really only took me, it could have taken me only a day if I really wanted to play it that long, but it took me from the day that it released until the Sunday after, which I checked, and I only spent about 9 hours on it, which, short game again, but 9-hour gameplay, it's alright. It seems short, but 9 hours is pretty long. And like I said, about an 8.5 out of 10, maybe an 8, somewhere around the 8 to 8.5, somewhere in that range. I'm not going to go higher than 8.5 because there were reasons why it didn't get higher than that, which is very abnormal for a Batman game, especially because the other games have gotten up in the highs, up 9.5, 9. I'm pretty sure that Arkham Origins, or Arkham Asylum, or Arkham City, I'm sorry, got a 9.9 out of 10 last year. It won the, not last year, 2011, won the action adventure game of the year, and I'm sure that this one could be the action adventure of the year. Maybe not game of the year, but it'll be close between many other games. And I guess that's about it, but thank you for watching this video, and I know it's a little late because I usually do these on Tuesday, but I didn't have time on yesterday other than that one video I made. But thank you guys for watching again, and stay tuned for more videos. Make sure to comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.